Due to what is going on around the world, I'm seeing a lot of people on YouTube and social media turning to commodity investing as oil prices and other commodities run high, and at the same time traditional stocks around the world plunge. Should we diversify our portfolio and start buying oil and gas stocks, gold, agricultural stocks, and so on? Let's dive into that. What is happening in East Europe is devastating, and as a consequence, Russia has been sanctioned hard, and Russia is a gigantic producer of commodities. Russia accounted for 10% of global oil production, 40% of Europe's gas, more than 5% of coal production. Aluminum is about 6% of the estimated world production, more than 4% of the global cobalt production, 3.5% of the world copper production, 7% of nickel mined in the world, 40% of palladium production, 40% of platinum production, 10% of the global gold production, 15% of the global titanium production, 4% of the global steel production, 30% of the global diamond production, 13% of the global fertilizer production, and Russia plus Ukraine accounted for 80% of the global exports of sunflower oil and 29% of the global exports of wheat. Russia is simply a behemoth in commodities, and no wonder that with sanctions just starting, it fired up the price of these goods. And this comes in a historical moment where commodities prices were already heating up due to the increased inflation and global supply chain disruptions. I made myself a video about hedging against inflation with commodities and commodities investing in 2022. Link below. Let's look at a couple of charts. Oil is going to the moon. Coal is going literally to the moon. Nickel is high, wheat is high, corn is high, lumber is high, copper is high, gold is high, and so on and so forth. At the same time, the US stock market is crashing, together with all the other stock markets around the world. So, is it time to shift the portfolio to commodities? In my opinion, the answer is absolutely no. If anything, this is the time to start selling. Commodities are cyclical by nature. They have ups and downs, and playing the cycles correctly can lead to great gains, as well as they can hedge the portfolio like we are seeing in these days. I myself have more than 30% of my portfolio exposed to commodities, but when the prices get so high, it is time to sell, not to pile up. Commodities need to be bought when they are boring and nobody wants a piece of it. Let's look at the oil chart. For so many years, from 2015 to 2020, oil was trading for the most part below $60. And that's around 5 years that oil was trading at half of the price that is trading now. And at some point, it was trading even below 40. If you even mentioned investing in oil down here, you would have been called an idiot. And now that it's pushing all-time high, everyone is jumping into it. YouTube videos, articles, it's crazy. Now it's time to start selling, not buying. And can oil and other commodities go much higher? Yes, of course they can, but the risk to reward is much worse now than it was when it was at 40. And playing the cycle successfully does not mean to pick the exact tops and bottoms. It would not have been necessary to buy the tip of this dip to make a great commodity cycle play. You could have bought for literally all time here, and you would have doubled your money by now. And at the same time, it is not needed to pick the exact top. Even if oil goes to 300, around here is already high from a historical perspective, so one should not be too greedy. Long story short, commodities should be bought when they are boring and price is low, not when they are hot and everybody wants a piece of it. At least that's my point of view. Buying commodities at or near all-time high is pure speculation. It has nothing to do with investing, since the risk to reward is just not on your side. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this subject, and see you in the next video. Before we go, I must remind you that I'm not a financial advisor and this content is not financial advice. It's just my opinion and you should do your own due diligence before investing in any product. Have a great day.